Hey, tubers. Bart coming at you. Just finished watching the Lakers smoke the Heat. And the Heat got two significant injuries. Well, and Jimmy Butler is a little banged up too, so not looking good. I'm a LeBron fan now, so I'm okay with it. But obviously, you want to see a competitive series anyway, right? Good time for basketball. Enjoying it though. But I got a couple things for you. First, I wanted to talk some hobby talk. Then I got a care package in, and then I got some cards in. So, a couple things on the hobby side of it, and I try not to give too many opinions on this or whatever. But some of you seem to be relatively entertained when I do that, so I'll seize an opportunity here and there. But first, I just want to shout out to just the hobby folks, right? Because there's a lot of people in the I don't know, we need to come up with another word, but in card collecting and involved in that market, but not always hobby. And probably if you're watching this video, you're into the hobby because that's my thing, and so that's probably what you hear. If I watch your videos and comment on the regular and stuff, I recognize you as a genuine collector hobby person enjoying it for what it is. Obviously, we don't want to throw money in a hole or burn it or anything, so we want stuff to hold value. There is an investment piece, but the straight investing, you know, it's not my thing. It's not a lot of other folks, and that's what I follow. But I just want to shout out to that because I do watch a fair amount of that stuff. I follow it a little bit just because I want to stay smart in the, again, I think the hobby side to me, we've got to find another term here. We got investing and hobby. What's the holistic name for all of it? But I see so many of these things, and it's just like you're leading people astray, or, I don't know. I was watching a video today, and they were talking about values of rookie cards, and they're, talking football and silver prisms. And it's like, as a football guy, I'm just like, that's a basketball thing. We don't go off of silver prisms. You can't just make that translate. Now, has that demand of those things gone up? Sure, because people have jumped across different sports and stuff like that for key cards and key players and stuff. But when you tell me that that's the let's say the flagship rookie or something like that, or that is the key indicator of the valuation of that player, it's like, but football guys aren't going for those cards. It's, the hype people that are jumping in are looking at silver prism football. I got 5,500 graded cards. I'm all in on football. I don't know even if I have a silver prism graded of anything. I imagine. Yeah, I got one for a rainbow, right? So I own all 23 cards of the Prism Rainbow, and yes, one of them is silver slab. But other than that, and this is crazy. And then these guys that don't even pronounce people's names right, it seems like they're making it up or pulling it off a website. It just drives them a little bonkers sometimes. But things are going good from that aspect though on the investing side. So. If you're doing that, hopefully you're doing well. But this is a long-term one, so I feel for some of these guys that are just trying to come in and make a buck and flip and stuff like that. And it's this, if you stay in it long enough, you'll make a killing. I mean, Russell Wilson's the one that popped up into my mind today. His 12 chrome rookie, base rookie, whatever. I don't know what the pop is because I didn't look it up because I've had it forever. But I think I paid $25 for that card. It's like $1,700. Crazy. But there's so many like that if you just stick around with it. But everybody wants to, like, what's it going to do tomorrow? Oh, he had 2 home runs. It's supposed to go crazy. It's crazy stuff. It's good to stay on top of these things, but we all got to make decisions whether we want to be influenced or influencers. And I try to take the more of the approach of being an influencer, even if it's just, this sliver of influence. I'll take that over just being a lemming to a certain degree. So I've been saying it for a while, but don't sell yourself short on your knowledge. Just have some smart with 10K subs or something like that. Make you think that they're smarter at what's going on. I love it too. I don't want to get too far into this, but there's some guys that make videos of like, oh, what am I flipping? What I'm buying right now? And I'm like, bro, I can see 3 2-week-old pizza boxes behind you right now. You know, you don't have a picture up on your wall in the room that you're in or something like that. You know what I mean? And you're just preaching to, you know, people that are well established, got wives and kids, and manage to keep their lives together. Um, it's humorous to me. But another piece of the thing hobby or whatever I wanted to cover was apps, and a whole lot of new stuff is coming out, and interesting just to stay in tune with what's going on in those. There's one called the Collectible app, which God, I hope it doesn't become a thing, but basically they'll have a card, and hell, even the one card that's up is, you know, owned by a known trimmer or something like that. But the one that comes to mind, I think they're already doing other cards now, but there was a 53 Bowman PSA 10 Mickey Mantle, or 53 Tops, excuse me. And they gave it $1 million valuation, so they were selling shares at whatever it was, like $50 or something like that. And it's like, how is that real? You'll never have a piece of the card. You know, it can't really be a stock when you can't compare that card to other cards in its sector, you know, like a stock would. Like, oh, this is a technology company. You can compare it to other technologies and how they're growing, improving, whatever. You don't have that. There aren't multiples of 53 Tops 10s where you can see that what that sale was, and so that can drive the price of what your current is. Now, I guess if people buy all these shares, they'll just want to trade them, but and so then there'd be sales based on that of individual shares, but you could never really say that a 53 Bowman 10 is now worth more than $1 million or not unless it actually went to market. So it's so notional, and I don't know how people are getting sucked up into that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. That there's no way that I don't know. I got an MBA, but it don't make sense to me. So it is what it is. If you're gonna get involved in that, I would just say be smart. And I have the app, and I've looked at it, and I can't even find the fine print on the app. Like, you can't read about, like, hey, what's the deal here? What are the details? It doesn't even offer that to you. I'm sure there's a website that hopefully offers a little bit more information, but that's ridiculous, right? StockX is another one. Their cards are just one of the many things that are on StockX. They got the shoes. I think there's watches and purses and jewelry and stuff on there too. But that one's a little crazy because you don't even see the card that you're actually getting. It'll be a stock photo with a stock slab and label. And what I mean by that is you don't even see that it's a PSA or whatever. It is like Microsoft Paint picture of, there's a PSA label, icon, and a BGS icon within this faux picture label or whatever, and then there's a card. And there's some bold assumptions there, right? That's a bold assumption that a BGS 9.5 is the same as a PSA 10. That's a bold assumption of that all cards are created equal and all grades are created equal. When we always say buy the card, not the grade necessarily. I like a little of both, right? But, I don't buy cards with, that are original grades or something like that a lot of times. If I can get one with a Lighthouse label, I definitely don't like buying cards that are, there's a certain era of PSA slabs where like the paper on the inside where the grade and all the writing is on is just rippled because moisture got in there or something like that, and you don't even know what you're getting. But here's the value of it. Take it or leave it. It's just some crazy stuff. So just be smart out there. There's a lot to navigate. I like to pay attention to it just because, I don't like to run around blind in the world, but be wary of some of that stuff. I've seen some guys that follow on Instagram and stuff that you know, they may get in trouble with significant others and stuff on how they're spending, or they just, you know, they're losing their ass. And Project 2020, which I'll show you here in a little bit, I got some in, but man, it's some crazy stuff. This is all supposed to be good, and you can make it all good, but be deliberate and have, you know, have a reason for your decision making. But 10 minutes into it, I got a care package in from Mike Thomas. He hit me up a couple times making sure I got this, which means he's kind of excited to see me open this, which excites me to see he's excited about that. And he spent a good bunch on shipping for the size of the thing, so we'll see what we got here. Bart, hope you enjoy these cards, and the irony of a PWE and my card. Okay, he said PWE, and I was like, that's not PWE. But he bubble wrapped a PWE. Fragile, in that bin. The original Michael. Oh, his name's Michael Thomas, so he signed a Michael Thomas card. And put his name on the Ohio State guy. That's pretty funny. Nice auto, though. That's a good-looking auto. And then, oh, sweet, he put some Mostert in here. Raheem Mostert doing well. I guess he got injured. I didn't see the injury or didn't even notice that he disappeared. I just thought he finished with, I had 8 carries for 92 yards or something like that. And I was like, man, I hope they didn't pull him and start giving carries to somebody else just because of an incentive-based contract that we just gave him to. But some Donruss from this year. Rice and Mostert out of 25. That's titties right there. The gold Mostert. And road to the Super Bowl. So, NFC Championship card with the pack. And then, oh, these are neat. He's been getting these, and I almost pulled the trigger on some and didn't quite get around to it because I wouldn't have got one. I'd have got a bunch, but these are awesome. Edward Vela, and he's buying these custom cards, and these are, damn, all 3 are auto, but this is Len Bias. I did my undergrad at Maryland, and that is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm going to put these in mags. One of them's coming to work with me, too. I got to figure that out, but I put a little piece or two every once in a while in the office, and those are amazing. But all autoed as well on the back. I think all out of 50. That is awesome, Mike. Shout out to you, good sir. I got a pile of stuff for you, but I haven't mailed it off. I got about 3-4 care packages I still need to get out. Did get 1 or 2 out this week. Not that you guys will see many of those, because hell, I send care packages to people that don't do YouTube, random people through IG that I've just been talking to for years, some on Facebook, but all some goodness in there. Got a bunch of stuff from Ben's Cards and Collectibles. Put in some breaks over the last 6 months and just been building a stack. Some basketball and some baseball. So let's show some highlights. Somehow I got a hockey card in there. No idea. A Preds guy. Victor, you know, random Russian name number 1. Some baseball. I was in a fire break. And got a bunch of bums from a couple of different teams because I had 3 or 4 teams. But did hit an auto out of 50 of Kristen Stewart. No idea if he's any good, but it's always nice to hit a numbered auto, right? Got some natties. Looks like I got a subable Scherzer. 2 Sotos. Man, we got some crazy glare going there. Not subable. Did hit this that I might sub. I'm not a horizontal guy, but it is a beautiful card. Prism for the All-Star Trophy. And got this nice refractor here. And then he did a pretty good Chronicles break. And it was big, and the prices were decent. So I was like, all right, let me get some slots in that. So I ended up getting about 6 slots in these Chronicle breaks. You think 6 slots, I might get somebody, you know, I might get a decent team in there, right? Decent odds to get something. Man, I got the 6 bummest teams you ever heard of. It was like Milwaukee, Indiana, Denver, Houston, San Antonio, and I don't know who the hell the other one was. I probably didn't get even a card from that one or whatever, but it was just like, ugh. So I barely watched the video, but since I had Milwaukee, all of a sudden I'm watching this video, and all I hear is Giannis, Giannis, Giannis. I'm like, what the holy so I was hitting Giannis's like there was no tomorrow. I'll sub one of these from the, I don't know what those are called, Essentials. I just think it's a good clean look, and I got a couple other in a sub stack from previous Chronicles. I do like luminance. I think it's really simple on the raw side, but I think once I put basically a white looking frame around that with a lighthouse label from PSA, that is just gonna pop. And I got a couple others to sub from there as well, but we got Prestiges. I don't know, hell, this is all Giannis in one break, and it was $10 a spot, so I spent like $60 or whatever. I even got the pink one in there. I got like 5 or 6 pink ones, and that was kind of the thing. He was breaking the retail at whatever has the pink hits. I was pretty excited about that. So nice little medium bump to the basketball PC, which I like. I don't collect a ton of basketball, but I do like it a lot. I just, 3 sports is pretty rough to collect that much, right? Got some slab beauties from auction wins. Got an Kaline. So just got my first Kaline about a month ago, and hit a 65 beauty to go along with it. Hit a nice Butkus, which will display well, and then I don't have to display his rookie per se, because I like the players on display, but I really don't like putting up the valuable cards. And then Project 2020s. Got a hopefully that's not scratched, right? Got a ton of these in. Topps was really catching up. I thought this was cool when I bought it. I was like, man, they put 2 guys on there. And although I thought I'd never buy another Keith Shore after I bought just the one Ken Griffey Shore, because I knew that one would be a big one. But I thought, oh, this would be an anomaly. There's 2 of them, and then they just did a Trout and Bryce Harper. I did not get the Trout and Bryce Harper. If it, if it goes aftermarket for like $10, I might pick it up. But I just thought this was going to be the anomaly with 2 people, so that's why I kind of picked it up. Got these ones aftermarket just to catch up on some F dots, because him and Sophia Chang are basically the 2 that I've really been picking up. It's just kind of how it worked out. I always knew I was going to do the Sophia Changs, but the F dots have really been coming along. Just got this one in today, the Trout. It says War Machine on the top, which is really cool. This great looking card. Got the Chang, Tony Gwynn, great looking one there. A couple days ago, I got the Chang Sandy Koufax. And then look out for my next video, and there's a clue about that. My next mail video, I might do a showcase type thing in between, but this thing is about to fall apart there. And then I got the Ichiro. There's another Chang listed today I gotta get. I missed the F. Roberto, because I don't know if anybody else is having this issue, but the app, I don't know, it's hit or miss, and most of the time it's miss, and I don't usually take the time to sit down and sign it on the computer to Topps.com. But I think that's all that was sitting in front of me. Mike, big shout out for Len Bias. That's friggin' awesome. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. And if you're still with me 19 minutes into it, you are a true hobbyist, and I appreciate you. Later.